And we are back on the BigCeaz show. Welcome, gentlemen. Alongside with me, I got John and Jeremy from Rock and Nose channel. Today, we got some awesome stuff that we're going to be going over. The Winter Olympics, 2026 Winter Olympics in Milan, Italy, has been incredible so far. Let's kind of get into it real quick. The opening segment. How before we get into the Olympics, actually, how are you guys? How's your weekend been going so far?
You got to call on somebody, Steve. This is like school. You gotta,
I'm not talking over him.
Yeah, I don't want to talk over John.
All right, you first, John.
Good. It's just me and my son this weekend. My wife was in California, so I was just hanging out with my son pretty much all weekend. I played a couple gigs and lots of 3-year-olds exercise. Just toss them around.
But awesome. What about you, Jeremy? I know you've been busy with your schedule of vlogging out there. I love your segments. Vlogging.
Thank you.
College hockey now. You went to the University of Maine this weekend.
I did.
And tell us a little bit about how that went. And for those of you that are in the chat, check out his vlog. His link is up there. Does a really good job with them. And, you know, tell us your experience this past weekend going to the University of Maine.
Oh, thank you. Great time. Great time. When I decided to do college hockey this offseason, Maine was a spot I was like, I have to see. I kept hearing how loud it was there, and it was definitely loud in there. First night, Maine didn't score, so I didn't get to really hear the goal song and see that. Second night, they did. Lost in a heartbreaking shootout. But they got a lot of tradition there. They have I heard 5 naked guys. I said, "Excuse me," and they said they're just shirtless. But it's a tradition passed down.
It's a little weird in here.
No. I thought that too, but it was like a old lady who told me the story, so I was like, all right, let's listen to her at least. And then she explained to me. And after they score a goal, these 5 guys run around the ice, and that tradition is passed down.
Hold on. Get out of here, Anthony, with your Canadian shenanigans.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding. Shout out to my boy Anthony. And I want to give a quick shout out to our boy Diehard. He's a big follower of the Cats and Rats podcast and also the BigCeaz. Love you, Diehard. You're always in here. Thank you for your love and support. But yeah, go ahead, Jeremy. I'm sorry.
No, so I was saying it was a great time. It was a great experience. I really enjoyed doing the college hockey rounds. I had someone say to me, "Oh, this is probably making you miss the football stuff." And honestly, no. I enjoy the football. I'm enjoying the hockey just as much. Nothing against football. I've met some amazing people here, but the hockey community is a much different and tighter knit community, especially in the college world, in these college towns.
Yeah.
Which is cool. A lot of them just say, "Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Hope you, please show us in a good light." Just really proud of it. They don't get talked about as much as a major football team. Maybe locally they do.
How small was the arena compared to all the ones you've been to this past year?
Michigan was probably the smallest. Oh, this year? They're all this was probably a little bigger. It was bigger than BU. Okay. Probably about maybe a little smaller than North Dakota. Hard to say because, for example, the student section was right above the ice, right above the goalie. They're right behind the goalie twice, the visiting goalie, and they make that goalie's life miserable. If you can be a goalie and play well there, you're doing things. That crowd is nuts, and so is North Dakota, but they're on the side, on the center ice. These fans were right above you, and it is loud in there, and the acoustics in there. But there were times I had trouble hearing. But it felt like a Hoosiers gym in a cool way, like when you walked in.
Okay.
Penn State was like state of the art and gorgeous.
Yeah, that with
Yeah.
the amount of money that they're getting and they're bringing in with the NIL money and stuff like that, they've improved their
And that Big Ten money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big Ten. That's why I want to talk about Michigan, Penn State. It's a different level of money compared to Maine. Not saying Maine does invest a lot in their hockey. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying Big Ten money is a whole different animal. So it's really not fair to compare those two. And North Dakota is the prime sport. I mean, hockey is the sport there first. North Dakota's arena was rivals NHL places.
Kind of go into like, do you know any hockey legends that have went to the University of Maine? For those who are listening to our show that like Maine, kind of compare like the players who went there that we might know that we don't.
Paul Correa.
Swayman, I think.
Paul Correa, Jeremy Swayman, Gar Snow.
Swayman.
Yeah, and there were so many Swayman jerseys there the other night. A ton of Bruins fans to begin with because it's only a little over 2 hours away from Boston. But so many Swayman jerseys. Jimmy Howard played there. They've had a lot of great goalies there. I know I'm missing a few. It's going to drive me nuts later. But yeah, and I noticed every place I've gone to makes a point to have a Legends area. BU has a current jerseys area. You saw Brady Tkachuk, AJ Greer, Evan Rodriguez, Macklin Celebrini, all like a whole jersey area, which was really cool at BU. I mean, Keith Tkachuk had one up there. So just really cool to see. The tradition at Maine was awesome. All of them have been awesome. There hasn't been one where I said, I could have done without this one. There hasn't been one where I thought that. College hockey, I'm so glad the sport is growing. I understand some people say it's not the same now because you got a lot of Canadian juniors playing there now because they're allowed to play there. With the NIL, it's almost like a semi-pro league, but all college sports is now. So I checked that out of the equation. I watched them play on the ice, and the level of play has gone up. Like, Ceaz, I really encourage from college hockey when you get through the Olympics and the NCAA tournament starts up and the Frozen Four.
Oh yeah, and I think we're going to get a little bit more into it too on the Cats and Rats podcast. Since Florida has a potential top 10 pick this year, so we'll be look into the prospects, and there's a lot of good team USA hockey players or college players that are going to be drafted this year, and we'll see.
I mean, that Verhoff guy that I saw in North Dakota, who's going top 5. McKenna, of course. But that Verhoff guy could play for the Panthers tomorrow.
Exactly. No, that's awesome. And really appreciate you doing the blogs because honestly, you're growing the sport of hockey as well because you're going to every venue showing people what hockey is like in these colleges. A lot of these colleges are just known for either basketball or football.
Right.
But, watching college hockey is a different animal. It's fun. It's a great atmosphere from what I see. And you do a great job of getting everybody, getting the perspective of the venue itself and from the fans there. You get people to interact with your vlogs, and that's really awesome to see. So we really appreciate that.
Yeah, I wanted to go to places that really like bleed it. And there's probably some others I'm going to hit later on where it's big but growing. It's interesting. Some venues you got fans who just love the camera and want to talk as much as possible. Some don't want to talk as much, but they're all nice. But you can just see like Maine was a little more. They're fired up on the ice, and then once they walk away, they're a much more laid back crowd, which was interesting. So, they all have their own different personalities when you go to these venues. Boston fans were a little looking at me. I was wearing this hat when I went to BU. And they were like, "Well, because of AJ Greer and Evan Rodriguez, we'll let you sit here."
What about Marchand?
Well, he was, but he didn't play at BU.
That's true. That's
what they were referring to. Greer and Rodriguez played.
Gotcha.
That's what they were talking about.
A lot of people didn't like that Rodriguez pick when we ended up picking.
Yeah, that was a great topic conversation last week when we got.
Yeah, and
I did troll one Maine fan. He was walking next to me. He was in a Marchand Bruins jersey. And I went up to him,
Okay.
shook his hand like a gentleman. I said, "That's a great jersey." He says, "Well, thank you very much." I said, "You know what would make it better?" He goes, "What? What would make it better?" I said, "If it was a Panthers one."
Ooh.
And he just gave me a, "I got nothing for you there. I got nothing."
Well,
No,
you
they
know,
still love Marchand.
Oh yeah,
they
yeah,
do.
he'll love it.
He's a total legend over there
Yeah.
in Boston. But I was gonna get into the Olympics here on the Winter Olympic Games in general, but we have none other than our special guest from
Everything.
right.
Everything.
No, he's Jim Biringer, the man himself. Jim,
There he
Hey,
is.
what's up?
There he
What
is.
is up?
let's go.
What's
Mr.
going
One.
on, fellas? What's
Hey,
We acknowledge you, Jim. We acknowledge you.
Hey, I acknowledge your vlog, by the way, Maine. Way to go,
Thank
man.
you.
That's a solid vlog right there, Maine.
Thank you.
Love the college hockey talk, guys. I really enjoyed it. I mean,
Thank you, man. It's been a great experience going to these venues.
have you been to the Gut yet? Have you been to Gutterson Fieldhouse in Vermont yet?
It'll be on my list if you recommend it.
Yeah, it's a great spot. I know they just updated it.
Mhm.
But Gutterson Fieldhouse, I know UVM isn't the best like college
That's
hockey
fine.
team, but they have a good atmosphere. It's always fun to go to.
That's what I'm there for.
There. It's Vermont, it's Burlington. I mean, you can't. I mean, it's a college town, so it's really fun.
Yeah.
The Gut's always good. Gut is, UVM used to have a powerhouse team back in the day. They had like Marty St. Louis, John Leclerc was on the team, Tim Thomas, all those guys were on that
Legends.
squad.
Wow.
Legends. And college hockey, let's be honest, guys. College hockey got me through the 04-05 lockout.
Yeah. And now with Canadians,
like
we were just
it really
talking about,
did. Like
Yeah.
World Cup of Hockey shut down college hockey.
and we were just talking about with the Canadian juniors that are playing in the college hockey.
Yeah,
league.
but here's the thing about the NIL. I know we're going to talk Olympics, but real quick, it doesn't feel like the NIL has that much of an impact on college hockey as it does on the other sports.
No.
No, it
McKenna's
doesn't.
making money from so many different other ways than
Yeah,
NIL.
but I'm like, but college hockey is still college hockey because
Oh yeah.
while it's semi-pro, it's not because I mean, I think it is in the fact that the development's better than
That's
some
what
of the
I'm saying. The
junior-
level of play is better.
The level of play is better. The level of play has gotten way better
Yeah.
over the last like 5-6 years alone. But I just love watching it because Denver's built such a great program. Obviously, all the powerhouses are there, but then when you see like a Quinnipiac come out of nowhere, RIT comes out of nowhere, and now you're seeing all these
Western
other
Michigan winning it last year.
yeah,
Oh,
Western Michigan's
geez.
coming, and now you
Yep.
got the schools in the South starting to put programs together. Arizona, I never thought Arizona State would ever have a hockey team. Miami's got one. Like all these Southern schools got
Oklahoma's
hockey
getting one, I
now.
think. Oh,
Oklahoma
State.
State's going
Yeah.
D1
Okay.
soon. Yeah, so I mean, like
Yeah.
the fact that like I always tell this to everybody. They said if Miami or Arizona State or a Southern warm weather school had hockey, I was going there. But I went north because it was the only places that had
Right.
hockey.
Right. Because Matthew Kachuk's trying to bring hockey to Miami, University
Yep.
of Miami.
I think they have a club team,
Yeah, and Florida State does too. Florida
Yeah.
does.
Yeah,
They all
they
do.
have a club team and
but they're not
No.
D1 yet.
not yet. And who knows? Maybe in these next couple of years. I think the
It
Winter
depends.
Olympics
If you
this
go to
year
the Big
with-
Ten, Florida State or Miami or somebody, it's definitely on the table.
Well, it's the thing is like yeah, Maine has a good D1 team, but their club team's just as good as their D1 team.
That's crazy.
That's how ridiculous it is up there.
Yeah. And who'd have thought UConn would be a good hockey program?
I mean, there's a lot of good
Yeah.
hockey schools around. I mean, it's not just Northeast and everything, but there's a lot of good hockey around. Like you got to just find it.
And you can't just buy players like in football.
No,
You can't.
This isn't. You can't be like Ohio State, spend $20 million on your roster and then
Right.
expect to win a championship in hockey. It's way different.
Oh
Like
yeah.
A, there's more games. B, there's more talent spread out across the country. And I mean, I know Denver's been a powerhouse, but I mean, they can't even buy players. It's more hockey's still the old school recruit. Like it's still
yeah.
old school when it comes to recruiting, unlike football, where it's just like, all right, let's just buy everybody.
Well said.
Team USA outlook here, Jim. Let's
Yes.
get your thoughts on Team USA women's side first, because I want to congratulate them
Juggernaut.
beating-
Juggernaut.
for beating Team Sweden today 5-0. I believe in this tournament they have 31 goals to 1, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think
So-
what are they now? What 4 consecutive shutouts.
31-1 in goals or something.
Yeah,
You
it's
said?
I
ridiculous.
believe so.
That's,
But man,
remarkable what they're doing. Unbelievable.
I mean, we both seen. I think all of us seen it. It was going to be Canada, USA. Now Canada has had some trouble this year in their side. USA is favored.
Yeah.
Now, does this show how far the sport has grown for women's hockey here in the U.S.?
That's a good question. I think like when they first had it early 90s, they weren't this good. I think it started to turn in 1998 when they won in Nagano and beat Canada for the first time. You could see the tide starting to turn. That USA hockey and women's side was actually going to be really good. You know, they lost in 02. It was a very surprising result in Torino when they lost to Sweden, because it's pretty much been every year that it was Canada, US in the gold medal game. They've come a long way since the 2010 teams and stuff. But again, they've done it on the World Championship stage. You know, the women used to have their own little 4 nations thing every year. Team USA women's won World Championships. Canada and them have kind of split it. Like, the 2 dominant powerhouse teams in women's hockey still on the international stage, despite the Professional Women's Hockey League that has players from all over the country, all over the world and different countries, is still USA and Canada are still the 2 most dominant teams and there's a graphic right there for everybody. I mean, like, USA has 2 gold medals and Canada has 4. Like, I mean, and now, like, Team USA, the fact that they're this dominant, they've won 5 of 7 now against Canada. They're dominated the rivalry series. They've dominated World Championships. This is the best U.S. women's team I've seen fielded in an Olympics, in an international season in a long, long time. But again, people poo-poo and people on my Twitter, they're like, oh, well, they beat Canada 5 out of 7 times. I'm like, yeah, but they've lost in the gold medal game to Canada at the Olympics, 4 out of 6 times. So, I mean, like, it's a different animal when you get to this stage in the gold medal game. Captain Canada's back for the women. Marie-Philippe Poulin is back, which I knew she was coming back. Another 2 goals. I mean, this is what she does in these stages, and that's
incredible.
why. And she's a difference maker in these games. Like, do I expect Team USA to win? They should win. Do I think it's going to be 5-0 again? Absolutely not. I think it's going to be a 1-goal game, like these teams always play in a gold medal game.
Shouts out to Hillary Knight.
Yep.
Who will eventually get her 5th career Olympic medal. She'll become just the 3rd player in Olympic ice hockey history to win 5 medals of any kind. How crazy is that for the women's sport well in general?
I mean, the fact that she's on all these teams is, longevity of her career. But, I mean, like, the fact that she's at the top of her game still, probably could come back in 4 years if she really wanted to. Like, if she really wanted to put her mind to it, I believe this is her last Olympics. But if she wanted to come back in 4 years, she could. I think Marie-Philippe Poulin's up there, too. I think because she 2010, 2014, 2018, 2022. So she'll have a chance at her 5th medal now, too. So, I mean, it's crazy, like, what she's doing. I mean, Marie-Philippe Poulin now has most goals as Canadian on the women's side, most goals for a Canadian woman at the Olympics, 19 goals. Like, this era of women's hockey, these 2 rivalries with these 2 teams, with the players that they have, it's just been unmatched. I mean, these teams legitimately hate each other. They play in the biggest stages, and the best players show up in the biggest games. That's what makes these games so exciting.
It has, and one player too, Lilia Edwards, an incredible athlete who just, talk about a feel-good story. Jim, tell our viewers a little bit about Lilia and how she got to the Olympic team in general.
Well, I don't know her story because, like, I haven't, looked at it. So, but I know she's a great player for Team USA, that's what I'll go with that, because again, the backstory on the women's game is like, I look at the players I watch every 4 years, and that's pretty much where I stop with I know a couple of the players on a lot of the teams, so
Okay.
that's where my thing ends. However, I am going to give an overview because I did look it up. University of Wisconsin, member of the team. She's won gold at 2025 World Championships, 2024 World Championships, and was named the tournament MVP at age 20. She was the youngest player to do that and made that history. She's also first Black woman, obviously, USA senior team, which is an accomplishment in its own. But the fact that, like, again, Wisconsin player, college player, again, it's where she's come from in Cleveland Heights in Ohio, figure skating background to transition to hockey. That's usually good for players like that. And, this is why she's on the team.
And great way to like break barriers too.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Like so many young women and girls are going to be watching these Olympics that are colored descent, and they're going to be like, "Wow, she can play. Why can't I?"
Sorry. Is she the one who did the segment during the Stadium Series with the Tampa Bay player? The captain on Tampa. Well, I can't remember his name.
Victor Hedman.
She did a segment with him.
Did she? Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry to interrupt, but she did it with Victor Hedman. I can't believe I didn't remember his name.
Yeah. Well, I know she moved.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you were saying.
No, I was just saying she moved from where she grew up. She moved to Rochester to play in an elite girls program, and she basically set records. And the fact is, where she's coming from, her upbringing, where she is, breaking barriers to be on the Olympic team. Again, we look at it, just in our little box, but everybody's playing the game. And when you talk about, like, I have a book over my shoulder, Black Aces by Julian McKenzie, great read. Again, people breaking barriers. There's another young lady that's doing it in the game.
That's so awesome to see. And shouts out to the Kelsey brothers, or Jason Kelsey, who helped her family get to the Olympic Games.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
Talk about growing the game. Here you have a all pro retired football player from the Philadelphia Eagles, just going and beyond and helping her family get to her first Olympic Games. I mean, it just goes to show you how much how much the sport is growing in general, right?
Unbelievable. I mean, Jason Kelsey, what he does. I mean, all this. I mean, he's everywhere. Like he's just literally everywhere. Every sport, he gets to go do his thing. And the fact that the philanthropy that he has, all the money that he's made playing football and doing other things, and just helping people get and see their kid and get the family over to Italy to watch her go potentially make history and win a gold medal. And it's something you like to see that from love to see players do right with their money.
Exactly. And but let's kind of talk a little bit about the goaltender here for Team USA. She's been unbelievable. Do you know much about her?
I know she played. I mean, what she's doing in this tournament is unmatched by anybody that we've seen in any Olympics. I've never seen a goalie have this many shutouts in an Olympic and give up like minimal shots doing this. Like, Canada's not, even Shannon Zabados never did this for Canada. Like, and she was one of the best women's goalies out there.
It's truly remarkable.
I'm astonished.
It's really, really awesome to see. And, I believe Team Canada does play Team USA on Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. So,
well, I mean, look, she played, first of all, what she does in the PWHL, she plays great there for the Boston Fleet. Ariane Frankel, I mean, so ever since she's put on Team USA's jersey, go back to the World Championships where she's played in, This is if you look at the Team USA women's team this year, it's about youth, speed, and new players coming in and making impact. And she's been one of them, right? Sometimes you see other teams, they go with the old guard. Team USA is trying to do something different here, and it's just a clinic right now. Like, she's just stopping the puck left and right. And I mean, me personally, I haven't even seen Carey Price do this stuff. And that's not a shot at Carey Price, but I mean, it's remarkable.
Now, is that saying the lack of talent in other countries? Because I was wondering, how come the game of hockey hasn't grown as much as it has in the U.S., like countries like Sweden, Finland?
So does everybody know? I know this story. Sweden's funding got cut after 2018. The women's funding got cut, and they boycotted the World Championships one year to get what they wanted. And like all the other teams supported Sweden and everything, so it was really cool to see. And this was the first time they had been back to a medal game since Sochi and everything, semifinals. But it's really interesting. Like, they were making a point on the broadcast, and I really agree with this. And I said this before. It's still USA, Canada on the international level, and it's everybody else. And I like to watch everybody else because we've seen Switzerland win bronze, Finland win bronze. Like, you know, Czechs have been in there. Czechs have done well at the World Championships. But, like, all the results at those World Championships still don't carry over to the Olympics for some reason. And it's very strange to me. And I think it's just the funding and the effort that they put into it and the programs that they have and how they develop their players. And a lot of their top players have come over to play in the PWHL too.
That's crazy. That's wow. Great point there. So, I mean, the funding here in the U.S. and Canada is a lot better than
the U.S. definitely got better. Like,
yeah,
I mean, I think it helps that you won in 1998. It helps you get to gold medal games all the time. It helps you win world championships. You're competitive. Your national development program on both the women and the men's side is really good. You have and also don't forget, like, the advantage for a lot of the women's players in the United States and Canada. They have university hockey. They have the junior programs. Like, a lot of the women go to good, I mean, really good college programs to go play, and they already have a leg up on everybody.
Exactly. No, that's a very good point there, Jim. And also we saw today the Kachuk brothers watching Team USA beat Sweden. So the support from the Kachuk brothers, the Kelsey's brothers, the sport is growing. But not just for women, but I feel like for the youth part here in the U.S. in general. John, I know we were going to get into it a little bit later, but I feel like since we're in it now, we're in the topic of the sport growing here in the U.S. John, you got some numbers here on the sport growing here in the U.S.?
Yeah, so going by U.S. hockey memberships, obviously there was a crater in 2020.
Yeah, COVID.
COVID, yeah.
Yeah, that thing.
That thing. That doesn't even feel like it happened.
Exactly.
So basically, it was an upward trajectory, and then COVID happened, and then basically the year after resumed the same growth. So over last year, there's been plus 2.4% growth in membership as a total. Women's is on the same upward slope. Under 8 participation. Biggest jumps in demographics are, or in the regionally, believe it or not, Florida and Utah, where hockey is new and where hockey was currently being won.
Any surprise there, gentlemen?
No.
No.
Not really. I mean, Utah, not surprised considering what the Mammoth are doing. And Ryan Smith's putting everything in the community to make them better.
No, I totally agree. And if only Arizona, do you see them here in the near future getting an expansion team again? Do they deserve it?
All right, so let's talk about this expansion thing for a minute.
I got thoughts too after him.
My feeling on this is, I think 32 teams is plenty, but I know more is coming, and we're really at 33.
It's all about the money, unfortunately.
We're at 33, but Arizona's defunct, so we're at 32. Everything has to be in place. Like, talking with some people in Atlanta and some people that I know that live in that area and understanding this now a little bit more. You need to have a steady ownership. You have to have ticket sales that are going to be sustainable. And you have to have a good structure, rank, all the stuff. And these are non-negotiables, by the way, from the National Hockey League. Arizona didn't have that. A, didn't have steady ownership. B, didn't have a great location for your rink. Changing all the time. Arizona had the chance to be Florida and Tampa West and didn't take advantage of their opportunities because they never fielded a team to they never put a competitive team together. And when they did, with Big Walt Kachuk was there, Jeremy Roenick, Cobby Boulin, like all them guys were there. Biz came at. I'm talking about 97 and 98.
That was before he was even.
Yeah, he was even in the league.
I know.
But they never took advantage of those runs, and then they even did. But Biz was on a team that made a run, and they didn't take advantage of that run.
Keith Yandel, yeah.
Yeah, they never took advantage of that run. As much as they developed the community in this, the league wants to go back to Arizona, but they have to wait until the agreement with the current owner is gone because a lot of people don't like them. And they just want to get rid of them. And that's why everything went the way it was. And they have to wait for that window to close. But they have to have everything in place. And the biggest thing is having a building, steady ownership, and all the intangibles that go along with owning an NHL franchise. Because they mess this up again, they ain't getting another team.
Wouldn't Scottsdale, Arizona be the ideal location?
Scottsdale, downtown Phoenix would actually be the best idea, but they're gonna have here's the issue: the place where the Suns play right now would be great, but they have to do what Ryan Smith's doing to the Delta Center and revamp it for hockey. That was the issue at the old. I forget the name of the building, but something America West Arena.
It's the same thing. It's now the Footprint Center.
Yeah. It's the same building. The one section you could not see the goalie. Like the one corner, you couldn't on the one section it
like the Barclays Center. Remember they had that
you
issue?
Couldn't see. Yeah. So they'd have to revamp the entire building to fix it for hockey.
So I have thoughts on expansion too. When you're
go ahead.
No, I don't know why we got to go to retreads as much. Everyone's like, oh yeah, Atlanta, Arizona. There are some cities that would be perfect for the NHL. I think we learned from Utah. Kansas City, colder city, doesn't have a team. I've heard Houston mentioned that they were already starting the work to get an arena and everything, which Atlanta has been doing from what I hear too. There's a lot of cities I think that would surprise some people. Like Cincinnati or a Cleveland or where you have built-in rivals right down the road with Columbus and Pittsburgh nearby. I know I'm missing a few.
Hamilton. Like a second team in Toronto. Like everybody brings it up. You have three teams in the metro area in New Jersey, and you can't have another team in the Buffalo, Toronto area.
That's true.
Great point.
Let's try Hartford again.
Oh, please bring back the Hartford Whalers.
Oh God,
I love that.
Those
man.
jerseys are such vintage. Love it.
So good. Look, I know why they're going there because TV markets and all this stuff, but
TNT,
again, that was before they got TNT.
Okay.
But I think the big issue with expansion is you got to have everything in place before the team even goes there. Like a lot of the behind the scenes work has to be done before and you got to keep it quiet. Like, that's what the league likes. It can't get out. You got to work behind the scenes. The league will announce it when they want to announce it. Like, that's like the big thing with expansion. Like, you work with the league, they find your interest, but right now they're not interested until they're interested. And then when they're interested is because everything that they've told these cities to do is in place.
Right.
And, again, got to get your structure in place first before you can even get a team. And now the expansion rules favor the expansion rules in favor the expansion team, but you got to take advantage of the rules that favor you. Can't do what Seattle did.
Yeah.
Or Vegas.
Vegas did exactly what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
And at the time, GMs didn't know like all the rules when it came to Vegas, and they were just giving players away for, I need to protect this guy, and they gave away this guy, and so kind of teams learn from that aspect of it with Seattle. But you go back to the expansion draft with all the players that were available, the Kraken should have been a lot better than they were in their first season.
That's a good point. Where would you like to see a team go to?
I don't want to see any. I don't want to see any.
If you had to pick two cities,
if I had to pick two cities, I'm going to Quebec City and Hamilton.
Really? So no America?
No.
Okay. I agree. I think look, the sport is a Canadian sport, and I think adding another two teams to their side of their country might even help them eventually win another cup. I mean, it's been what, 20 years? But no, I agree, and especially with the Toronto market, like close by. A lot of people are like, "Oh yeah, but Toronto fans are Toronto fans." I disagree. If you put another team close to them, you'll be surprised how many people go to there or turn on the team.
People are ready to jump ship.
Right?
No way. That would
Look,
be tough.
You have the built-in. So if you go to Hamilton, you have the built-in rivalry with the Sabres. You have the built-in rivalry with the Maple Leafs.
And
you have another
Montreal.
Right, and you have Montreal, but you have another Battle of Ontario at Hamilton and all that stuff. But you get Quebec City, you get the Montreal rivalry again, and Ottawa and like all this stuff.
Would Pittsburgh be there near Pittsburgh too? I guess in a way.
Pittsburgh too with Hamilton would be good. Like Detroit's right there, kind of.
Detroit's right there. Yeah.
Yes. Well, yeah. So I mean, it geographically makes sense. I think there would be like a fee that has to be split between Toronto and Buffalo, similar to what happened when the Devils came in because they had to get all permissions and stuff like that. I get why Gary wants to go where he wants to go, but there's a reason why hockey grew in California, and it's not just because the Kings were there since '76.
Wayne Gretzky.
Because Wayne Gretzky was there.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to put another team in Anaheim, but because in that area, but because you had the built-in rivalry, they did it.
The movie also played a huge role.
Yeah, the movie played a role, and then San Jose was good, and like all that stuff. San Jose was really good out the gate when they came into the league, which was they did things right way, even though they had the misfit toys over there. Like down south, like I don't think you need to go back to Atlanta. It's a football country. It's football country. It's college football country. That's the issue for me.
Its demographics don't really fit well.
I think where they want to go right now in the Alpharetta area is better than where it was.
I think they want another Texas team. I think
Texas would be fine. You get Dallas and Houston is great.
Yeah.
That would be fine. Again, then now we're getting 34, 36 because the alignment with all the conferences. Me personally, keep it at 32. Get the league back in order where revenues and all this stuff is where it needs to be, and then we can talk about it.
No, I agree. Let's kind of look into Team USA. Let's get back into
Olympic talk.
Olympic talk. Team USA plays the winner of Sweden Latvia this Wednesday.
Yep.
Jim, this past Saturday, or when was it? Sunday, yesterday, against Germany.
Yeah.
This is by far the best Team USA has looked throughout the tournament. Would you agree?
Yes. 100% agree. 100% agree. That was the best game they played all tournament long. You have to. I mean, again, so you think about like the World Juniors, right? You play with. I mean, Cincinnati's not bad. I mean, it's not a bad place to go play hockey. But like you think about the World Juniors. There's more preliminary games, so it's a hard comparison. But you play
How many
yourself in.
preliminary games are between the professional and the junior league?
I think it's 4. I think there's 4 prelim games in the World Juniors. Yeah, because there's 5 teams in each group.
Okay, so there's one more game.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
it's only 2 groups in. So it's only 2 groups at the World Juniors. It's Group A, Group B, and I think there's 5 teams in each group. So you play 4 preliminary games, and then there's a crossover quarterfinals. But you play yourself into a tournament. You try to get better by the time you reach this point. You should be playing your best hockey by the time you reach the middle round. The issue is with Team USA, yes, Team Germany was their best game that they played, but there's still not enough emotion and raw emotion from the guys outside of Eichel, Kachuk, and a couple other guys. Yeah,
Right.
Austin Matthews got a couple of goals. All right, the guys are putting up points, but it's not like the thing we talked about this.
They're going through the motions a little bit.
Yeah, like we talked about this
bit.
on Cats and Rats on Pucks After Dark, NHL After Dark on Saturday. See, the Denmark game to me, that should have been a complete beatdown. Like no questions asked, regardless of who the starting goaltender was. You needed to put pressure on Canada for the Sunday game when they played France. And like that's a game you're supposed to roll the Danes. Like, you should put it. That should have been a 10 spot. Like I'm being honest. Like that's unfair criticism because I know Denmark's better than France, but still, that's a 10 spot. That should have been a 10 spot with this roster. And they went through the motions with Denmark. And you shouldn't have been doing that. The way Canada has been playing, they're starting to separate themselves from the rest of the pack through 3 games. And I know, they beat up on teams, and sometimes you want to go through a little bit of adversity. Canada knows when to turn it on. And when they have to play a better team on their schedule, they turn it on.
They have. And it just watching these 3 games by both teams, like first game, I thought USA played a really good first period against Latvia.
Yeah.
And there was a couple of times 2 goals were taken back, rightfully so, whether you agree or
The second one?
The
second one's international rules.
No.
The
That's
second one's international rules. Like that's
Yeah,
whether you agree with it,
it's international rules. So look, to me, I even talked to an NHL ref and he said that one might have come back in the National Hockey League too.
Really?
Just because where the contact was.
Okay.
But again, it's
they're blowing plays dead in the crease.
Right. So international hockey, they have the right to blow the play dead when the player's in the crease and the puck hasn't even been there yet.
Right.
So that's the only difference in the National Hockey League.
Mm-hmm.
They had their momentum taken away by 2 goals. That it could have been a 3-0 game, 4-0 game after the first period. Then all right, it's a different story. But again, you didn't beat up on Denmark.
Yeah. And I think that's the criticism we had, especially Saturday. You had a day off. You didn't play the next day like Canada did.
And Canada still beat up on the Swiss.
Yeah. So
they haven't had 1 minute of bad play there.
No.
What do you think? Sullivan's doing a good job?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
I mean, look, they're winning hockey games, but I still think the line combinations could be better. I could see more. I need to see more Tage Thompson out there. I need to see more Clayton Keller on the ice. I think Jack Hughes should be moving up in the lineup a little bit more, but the chemistry with Brock Nelson is fine. What I want to see is USA treat every game like Canada's treating.
Yeah, get the most out of your players.
Get the most out of your players, and realize it doesn't matter who the other opponent is. We're coming to beat you up. We're beating you up, and that's the way it's going to be. But outside of their style of play, Team USA is we want to beat you up and forecheck and do all this stuff. But the plays coming and being driven, the offense is coming from the defense. which is leading to the wings and stuff. That's 100% correct. Brady Tkachuk's been the best player for Team USA going back to 4 Nations.
100%.
It's not even a question.
And you don't, if you want USA to beat Canada, you don't want Brady Tkachuk being your best player. You want your superstars being superstars players and playing the way that we're supposed to be playing. We're not asking for Austin Matthews to be a McDavid because obviously that's a different.
McDavid's got 9 points in 3 games. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, McDavid's been on a mission. Like, people need to understand this kid wants to win. Connor McDavid wants to win. He wants to win badly. But this is what he does on a big stage. Like, I wrote it today on my article.
This year McDavid's been more on a mission than has in the past. Even talking Stanley Cup, he wasn't.
These guys in Canada, I'm sorry, are built for the moment.
Physical.
Yeah. These guys in Canada, they're built for the moment. It could be
but when Connor McDavid's throwing big hits, like that's not his game, and he's doing it.
That's what I'm saying.
After 2 Stanley Cup,
more so this year than any other year. You're having Mitch Marner making big hits as well. Like, they're all buying in this year, and it's crazy. And it's like,
that they're taking on roles they wouldn't do normally for their team in the NHL.
I mean, McDavid 9 points. He set a Canadian record already. He's probably going to shatter Solani and Koivu's record from 06. Like, it's just unbelievable what he's doing with the puck. And I mean, it's totally unfair it's not unfair. It's great to have. But I mean, the fact that he can run an EA hockey, like EA NHL hero line out with Celebrini, McDavid, McKinnon, Makar is ridiculous. Like, I mean, like, that's not even fair. I mean, it's not. But that's
their fourth line is ridiculous.
Yeah,
the Stanley Cup winners.
Yeah, I mean, you got Marchand, you got Bennett, Reinhart. Then you can throw Horvat on there. Crosby's playing center again. Like, Mark Stone's line's doing great things. Like, Crosby's quietly has 6 points in 3 games. Like, I mean,
that's insane.
It's insane. Like, these guys have waited 12 years to do. Some of these guys have waited 12 years to get back here. Some of these guys have wanted to be here since they got into the league. I mean, the play's been carried over from 4 Nations, but I said entering the tournament, I thought Canada was the best team.
Canada than Team USA. I thought I seen them have more fight last year in 4 Nations than I have this year. Maybe I'm wrong.
Who? USA?
USA.
Yeah, because they built their team to go face Canada in the gold medal game, and neither is guaranteed.
But you're not allowed to fight in this like you were.
No, but what I'm saying is they built their team to be physical and match physicality with Canada, but I don't think they can, because I think Canada can skate them off the rink.
And that's what the Olympics are designed for.
And I'm worried about Team USA's back end. They're a little bit smaller than Team Canada's, and I don't know if they're going to be able to handle the speed. But not only the speed, the physicality that Canada's first line is,
which you wouldn't have said 2 weeks ago.
Right now.
And this is what happens when you add a 19-year-old like Macklin Celebrini to your team.
That's crazy. I mean,
like,
and they're going to save Sam Bennett for like us to be physical and be a menace.
Well, I mean, that's what you could say. So Bennett's your 13th forward. So they were talking about this today. They're like, okay, you can roll the Florida line on your 4th line that's won a Stanley Cup back-to-back years, been in the final 3 straight years. And then, okay, if a guy needs a shift off, you could throw Horvat out there with those guys. It's like, all right, yeah, sure. Let's do that. That's cool. Then you got shut down center, Nick Suzuki. Yeah, he's fine. Let's just throw him out.
Forgot about him.
Yeah, I mean, they top to bottom, their roster is really good. Team USA, look, I'll say this, the big guns, the big boys stepped up. They started to play a little bit better. Matthews on the board. But again, it's Germany, it's Denmark, it's Latvia. Like,
they held with Team USA for a little bit.
Right. But the problem is they shouldn't have. Like, that's the issue. Yeah. They shouldn't have.
But something to say is that goal Latvia got early was off us.
I mean,
it was called back our goal, and they got momentum. You can't do that against Canada. You're down 3-0.
Oh, bro.
Right away.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. I was listening to TJ O'Shea the other day.
But real quick. I need to say this. about Team USA. You can't just focus all your energy on playing one team in the Olympics and trying to reach a gold medal game.
No.
Because if you do, you're going to lose focus on the fact that, oh, by the way, we got a tough Sweden team that we're probably, barring some miracle by Latvia, you're playing Sweden in the quarterfinals.
You got to take it one game at a time. And if they're not
Right.
doing that, they're in trouble. Canada is doing that.
But again, everything that everybody expects to happen or wants to happen may be gone on quarterfinal day.
That's a good point. Well,
Like-
it's interesting. Oh, sorry. TJ O'Shea was doing an interview the other day, and they asked
Yeah.
him how he felt about the USA matching up against.
Yeah.
He goes, "Listen, this might be the best team we've sent, and God knows how long." He said, "What worries me is I think USA is built for like a 7-game series against this Canada team.
Yeah.
Wear them down, be physical. In a 1-game situation, he basically said, like, good luck."
Yeah.
And
It's
that's
true.
the thing. It's I think. But before we start talking about gold, we have to get past maybe Sweden, because
It's good.
Sweden. I mean, we kind of didn't get the luck of the draw here. Now that Sweden started off the tournament bad, now we have to potentially face them on Wednesday.
So
And-
this is the other difference. In the World Juniors, the top 2 seeds benefit in the crossover quarterfinals.
And here they didn't reseed the lineups. They're going to reseed it after the quarterfinals, I believe, right?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a potential, and I don't think it's going to happen. I think the Sweden upset is more likely than Czechia beating Canada, but that's on the table too. There's a reality where both Team USA and Canada lose.
Really?
Really?
You think Canada?
No, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not saying it's going to
Okay.
happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen.
happen.
But like, if you guys watched it, the reason I say this is that I'm a big movie guy. So like Men in Black 3, I know it wasn't great, but I've watched it, and then they go after the art, and he comes up with all these different scenarios. So my head says, there's one reality where the top 2 teams in the world aren't there. There's a reality. Because the
It's
Czechs
also
can
a
step up.
reality.
It's a tournament.
Toronto wins the
It's a
Stanley Cup
tournament.
too, right?
Yeah, but
Avengers Infinity War.
that's
Doctor
Infinity
Strange.
War. That's Infinity War, Doctor Strange, multi-universe.
It's business
kinda-
Independence Day.
Yeah. Like, but what I'm saying is the Czechs have the potential to upset Canada if they want to play their best, and if Dostal gets hot, they could do it.
That's true.
But I think the more likely upset is Sweden over Team USA, because I think the Swedes have the potential to do it because of the roster that they brought. Again, their defense can match Team USA's defense. Their offense is really good. And if Samuel Alam wants to like play Phil Forsberg, that's a difference maker. Like, they have players on this team, and let's not forget, I know guys were missing at 4 Nations and this and that, and guys were sick, and they were taken because they already knew they clinched the final. But Sweden beat Team USA at the 4 Nations last year.
People forget about that. That is true.
Pretty much with the same roster.
Now, this year the coaching has been a question mark for Team Sweden.
Yeah.
And it was kind of mostly the question mark for Team Finland, but we saw Team Finland dominate their I believe their second game where they won 11-0. Do you see them coming back and giving USA a hard time in this game if they end up beating Latvia?
Yeah. I think they could definitely give them a hard time. I don't see why not. Like, they just have a good roster. Like, and I think if they can get quality goaltending from, Gustafsson or Markstrom, and maybe they play the young, maybe, Wallstedt isn't sick anymore and they put him in net. There's a possibility, right? And, you look at the lineup. Jesper Bratt's there, Phil Forsberg, Joel Eriksson, Kempe, Landeskog. I mean, Pedersen's playing really well right now. You got
Nylander.
Nylander's playing.
He's pretty good.
I was going to say Kirby sent me a stat where Nylander was the second leads the Olympic right now is second in scoring chances to McDavid.
Right.
So
Nylander steps in like when I say Nylander's a big game player, when you go look at the Toronto Maple Leafs failures in the playoffs, I don't circle 88 because he always steps up.
Marner, you did
34.
About 34, 93, a couple other guys. But Lucas Raymond stepped up. This is why I hate this excuse, especially when it came with Team USA and Team Canada, especially. Oh, they don't have any Olympic experience. They don't have any playoff experience. They don't have any big game experience. Well, that's because
the roster for Canada doesn't have the Olympic experience.
No, but again, these GMs all say this.
But they have the big game NHL experience.
Yeah, no, but I'm not even saying this. They're like, oh, they don't have any big game international experience. Yeah, all you say, go play World Championships, World Juniors. You all scout it, but I guess none of you watch it because Lucas Raymond dominated World Juniors for Sweden. Like all these guys played well at those tournaments, and they're playing, and their D is good. Dahlin, OEL, Forsling, Hedman, Carlson. Like they have good players. Like Sweden has a legitimate team that could go medal. And we're one of the gold medal favorites coming into this tournament. The draw didn't do them any favors. They didn't do themselves any favors by losing to Finland. And the goal differential issue came into play. But it's who you play and when you play them. And now they're in a position where, they're most, barring some miracle, and Arthur Sivas stands on his head for Latvia, which is a strong possibility it could happen. Barring a miracle by Latvia, who, by the way, won a bronze medal at the World Championships in 2023, Sweden and Team USA are going to play in the quarterfinals, and to me, it's a toss-up game because if Team USA ran through everybody, I'd be like, yeah, USA by 4 goals easily.
But do you think USA has the advantage now that Sweden plays one game before they play USA? At least USA has that 1 day of rest or 2 days of rest now. Does that give them the slight advantage?
I give it to Sweden, to be honest. I think Sweden has a better advantage because now your mind's in the knockout stage already. You're playing knockout hockey, right? Like you've played a game. Like we saw in college football. Quarterfinal teams that got buys didn't do well.
Yeah, last 2 years.
And there's right. And
no matter
it's a little bit
off
different
football,
though in football though.
Right.
Just because
but again, there's a day off in between in the World Juniors before the quarterfinals, and there's always an upset. There will be an upset in the quarterfinals. Somebody's losing.
Wow.
It's a guarantee somebody loses in the court. Like there will be an upset.
I'm setting up a DraftKings account right now.
For Jim Biringer.
I just history. History says
true.
There's an upset in the quarterfinals. No matter what.
Plays a different animal than NHL.
So now I'm kind of going into Team Canada. I want to ask you guys this. Has this been I guess hold on 1 second here, guys. Debate. I want to have debate here. Okay. You jump in too, John. Is the 2026 Canadian hockey team the best we've ever seen?
Well,
so far, you got to say. I mean,
you could say
it's not over yet.
It's not. You could say yes, but as the Bulls said in 1997, and don't mean a thing if you don't get the ring. So it was their slogan. It was their slogan. Like, who cares what Golden State Warriors broke the Bulls records. Guess what? They didn't win. So the record doesn't mean nothing.
New England Patriots, 2008, 7.
Big deal. You better undefeated in the regular season. Guess what? No one remembers it because you lost.
That's nice. You can't stop a 4-man rush.
Yeah, but yeah. If they keep playing it this way, yeah.
If they win, okay. Now let's take it back a little bit. Then, if they win gold medal this year, will this be the best team Canada has put on the ice?
When NHLers, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
If they keep playing at this pace, I mean,
sorry, not much of a debate if everybody agrees.
But no.
Somebody will say 2010, somebody say 2014. But
Rob
I think
Peterson said 2010's team, I believe, was the best he's ever seen. So, I mean, he's from Canada, and I know
Right.
you go on his show every now and then.
I'll be there Wednesday
Check
to
him
talk
out.
hockey.
Love Rod, big
Love
Cowboy
Rod.
fan
I
too.
mean, look, 2010 right now is the best because they won. But this team's more dominant than that team.
Yeah.
Like straight up more dominant.
We got a question here in the chat for you, Jim. Which team in the quarterfinals do you think will be an
He's guaranteed
upset?
one.
I've
now,
guaranteed one.
now open up your
Be right
DraftKings
back.
account.
Now to open up the DraftKings account.
DraftKings sponsor BigCeaz.
BigCeaz. Well, it's man. I think I said it and I wish I was wrong at the World Juniors, and I hope I'm wrong on quarterfinal Wednesday. It ain't gonna be Canada, so Team USA might lose to Sweden.
And honestly, the way they played against Denmark and Latvia,
That's what gets me. That's what concerns me the most is their lackadaisical play against Denmark.
now if the Olympics wants to see a good matchup, we don't want USA to lose, because obviously the best matchup for the gold medal line,
the best final on Sunday, early breakfast in Italy is it's USA and Canada. Everybody wants it.
Now, could you argue that Team Finland might be up there with USA and Canada the way they've been playing these last couple of games?
Yeah, I mean, they got to get there. I mean, if everybody advances, I think 1 versus 4 or whoever the lowest seed is, if all the favorites get through the quarterfinals, then Finland would play Canada and Slovakia would play Team USA.
So here's tomorrow's matchups: Germany versus France, early game in the morning. Switzerland versus Italy.
Yeah, Switzerland. I think Germany should win, Switzerland should win, Czechia should win, and Sweden should win.
Now, do you see any upsets there?
Not in the first 2 games. The Danes can play. I know the Danes can play. If Freddie Anderson decides that he wants to play hockey and shows that he's a good goaltender, he could beat the Czechs, because the Czechs haven't been really that impressive. But this is where the Czechs get dangerous, because the Czechs are similar to the Russians. Just get to the medal round, and that's when they play the rest hockey. I don't think any of the favorites are going to lose tomorrow. I really don't. But if anything, I would keep an eye on the Latvia-Sweden game, especially if Sivas is going to play. If Sivas is the goaltender, which I think he's going to be, Latvia has a chance.
And they'll be streaming live with Nick and Ben from all the way out.
But there's always an upset in the quarterfinals. Somebody always loses.
That is true. And man, it's gonna be an interesting matchup here. I'm excited. This Winter Olympics breaks has been.
I guarantee you this. I will tell you this though. Right now, though I have no information on this, we could play this back when it happens in 4 years. Guarantee you, like the college football playoff, there will be a tweak to this format in 2030. The 2 top seeds will have a bigger advantage than they do now.
Yes, and I think that's the one criticism we do have about this tournament, that, Team USA kind of like...
You should have an advantage to winning your group.
Yeah. And,
and being the top 2 seeds. Like, Team USA and Team Canada should have an advantage for being the top 2 seeds. They should play the 2 weakest opponents in the quarterfinals.
That's where Team USA messed up in game 1. Letting Latvia score those 3 goals. So, I mean, that's just... I mean, man, they had an opportunity to try to win, because I think they had about an easier group than Canada did.
They had the easiest group because they won the World Championships. So they had the easiest group to be in. And they didn't take advantage of it. But, hey, this is the team they chose to bring to Milano Cortina for these games. And I'm allowed to be critical of the team because I don't think they've played their best hockey yet. And it has to
There's
come
no
in the
argument there. I mean, absolutely.
I mean, look, they got to play better in the quarterfinals because if like I say, you're going to play like that against Denmark, you're going to lose to Sweden. Sweden has more talent than Denmark, and you're going to lose.
What's causing these slow starts in every game?
I just don't think it's emotion level. Unlike Canada, Team USA needs that their opponent to do something and edge. Canada already has it.
Right.
Is it the way they're presenting themselves in this tournament?
I need more of that USA swagger, cockiness and coming out on the ice where we're the best.
Don't wait. Don't react.
Don't
Attack.
react. Take it to everybody to show you.
Right. They haven't.
You just won the World Championships in 2025. Go show why.
Yeah. No, I agree. And just the way that they're bringing themselves in this tournament.
You have a slow start against Sweden. You're going to be down to. I know Hellebuck's play great. You could be down 2-0 real quick though.
Oh yeah. Canada will be 3 or 4.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
You can't have a slow start against Sweden.
I know we said Swayman should have started. He did not have a good game on Saturday.
No.
Does he remain the backup here in these quarterfinals?
I think they might go to. I think they might go to Ottinger in the quarterfinal. I think Ottinger might back up.
Okay.
I think I'd have to see practice lines and everything tomorrow, but I think they would do it.
Awesome.
I would think they'd do it. But
any last thoughts here?
I mean, it's been a great tournament. It's been fun. NHL players are back at the Olympics. All the games have been really good outside. I mean, obviously watch Team Canada, Team USA, but the other games have been really fun to watch. Slovakia has been fun to watch. Koski, all those guys. Finland's starting to turn it on. It's been good to see. Olympics are always fun to watch. I mean, you can't knock Olympic hockey, right? I think this is what we've been waiting for a while, and now we're getting it. And getting close to obviously by this time next week we'll have a gold medal champion, we'll have a gold medalist, and then we'll get ready for NHL hockey again.
And John, you have a question for Jim here before we let him go.
Jim.
Yes.
I want your bronze medal game loser prediction.
Bronze medal loser prediction?
God.
Oh, wow.
Put me on the spot.
Who's going the furthest with nothing to come home with?
Ooh, that's a tough one, man.
That's a tough question. That's a tough question. I'm gonna say.
Let's get our people in the chat here. Who do you guys think?
I'm gonna say
a lot depends on our game with Sweden, man.
Right, I think that depends on it because then the Swedes would play Canada.
Wow.
In a reseed, Swedes would play Canada in the quarterfinals.
And then USA would play.
No, if USA lost, Sweden would go play Canada if Canada beats Czechia. And then Finland would play either Slovakia or something like that. I'm gonna say.
I can see the smoke coming out of your ears.
I could say. I mean, if I'm gonna say Finland. I'm gonna say Slovakia.
Because you had Finland in your top 3.
Yeah, I Finland in my top 3. But it would be a major disappointment if they didn't take home a medal.
That is true.
That would be a major disappointment.
All right, so Slovakia final answer.
Yeah, Slovakia final answer.
All right.
And they've been playing pretty well too.
And they were the bronze medalist in 2022, so that'd be a disappointment for them to not the medal in back-to-back Olympics.
Okay.
Thank you for answering the
Real
important
quick.
question.
All right.
I'm gonna give you one more, Jim. Who is your dark horse team
to win gold? I think the Finns. Gonna be honest, Finland dark horse for me. Something about the medal round with them. They know how to turn it up. I've seen it too many times, man. You watch these Finland guys. They like.
And the way they lock it up once they get the lead, like defensively back there.
And they don't give a crap if they win the game 1-0 or it goes to a shootout and they win. They don't care. Like, that's how Finland plays. They play hard hockey. They don't. I know.
Lucian is playing
And
well.
I know Aho and his points and all that stuff. I'm not. There are dudes that know how to play the right way on that team. And
Anton Lundell. He's
Lundell, my boy.
Probably the best player on Team Finland right now.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Lucian is
Him and Lucian. Lucian and Kakko have been the best 3 players. For
Amazing.
Sweden. I mean, for Finland, I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, Saros. If Saros going to stand on his head, yeah, Finland can go to the gold medal game. I mean, they're defending champs. Why not? They won the gold medal 4 years ago. Not with NHLers, but they did. That's my dark
awesome
horse.
hot take there. There we go, Jim.
I think it was I think the Czechs played Team USA at the World Juniors this year, or Finland. Somebody played. And I was on Rod Show, and he said, who's going to lose? And I said Team USA. And,
they lost.
They lost. They fucking lost. So, whoops, sorry, can't curse. But
no, you're good on my channel.
Okay. But look, it's just always fun to watch. I'm most because some of these teams play back to back, and I think it helps the team playing back to back because they're in that mode of playing, right? Sweden in that game, especially with Team USA, they're gonna already, if they beat Latvia, and it's a tight game, and it's a tough game, they're gonna be ready to rock and roll come puck drop. Team USA might have to find their legs a little bit in that game because of the time off, right? You played Sunday, you're off Monday, Tuesday, practice. Like, I'm just worried about the start.
No, I agree. I think the start is the biggest thing for both USA and Team Finland, and Canada. I mean, I don't think Canada's been tested.
No, but I think Canada can turn it on. They know lights are on, puck drop, let's go.
Yeah, no, for sure.
We don't care who we're playing. We don't need an edge from somebody doing something. We're coming in physical, hard hitting, playing the body. Doesn't matter who it is. Boom. Okay, we'll take you out. The game's over in the first period.
No, for sure. I'm excited. I can't wait. This last week of the Olympics. We'll be back to the NHL next week before you know it. Any last words, Jim, before we let you go, man?
I mean, I think there's a big. I mean, if we want to get to, we could talk about it, but I don't think it's going to happen. Getting tagged in a lot of stuff now, and people have brought this to my attention about Bobrovsky potentially being on the move because he's UFA. I don't see it happening. I think there's too many roots for him in Florida to just decide to up and leave. I don't think he would go to Edmonton as much as they need him. They already traded for a goalie.
But why would Florida trade him to
right in the middle of a playoff race? Why would you do that unless you're going to get Volstad? That's the only thing.
And he doesn't want to leave.
And he doesn't want to leave, so he's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
he's got a no movement clause, doesn't he?
I'd have to look that up real quick, but he doesn't want to leave. He's got family roots in Sunrise area, all the religious stuff that he does and all the things that they're doing, but the Panthers aren't out of it. Like, that's the thing. They're 8 points out. This rest has probably done him some good because of how much hockey he's played.
Right. I'm sure Maurice told him stay away from the rink, just regroup. And
that's what he does, right? Like, I think that's what. Yeah, and he's got a 10-team, 16-team no trade, so he can't go to half the league.
Is Edmonton on that list? We don't know the list yet.
The list is not public knowledge, but everybody usually guesses it's the Canadian teams plus.
Right.
Unless he approves it, right?
Yeah, unless he approves it.
Okay.
And I don't think he's leaving because plus, who's the backup goalie? Because Tarasov's hurt.
Yeah, he just got hurt towards the end of the first half.
So, like, who's playing if Bob gets traded? Like, nobody. So
that
means if you're traded, realistically, like,
I don't think he's even on the
I
block.
think the 3 games coming after the Olympic break are very critical for Florida.
Yes,
what they
I
do at the
agree.
trade
But
deadline.
what I'm saying is, if you decide to move on from the best goaltender in the world right now because you won the 2 Stanley Cups and done everything, you're waving the white flag. You put Marchand, you put Barkov on season-ending LTIR, and you just say we're done.
And Marchand too, probably.
Yeah, but you're not, and they're not, and like, is it possible it could happen because he has a modified no trade clause and this and that, and people aren't really talking about it because he's UFA and everybody pretty much figures there's a contract waiting for him in Bill Zito's desk? Yeah. Is there realistic somebody really needed him? Yeah, but again,
And if you're Edmonton, I could see that maybe happening with them.
But who's coming back the other way? Is Florida going to retain? Like, it's $10 million that they need to retain on too.
That's true. And does Florida keep part of that 10 million?
Right. And again, plus that means if you're keeping some of the 10 million, you have to put somebody on season-ending LTIR to retain, to make the numbers work. It's really a convoluted thing that I don't even think there is happening. I think more so it's now we're going to talk extension, but how long is it? Is it only a 1-year extension? Do we take benefit of over 35 and try to get like a younger goaltender in to be the next guy?
Didn't they bring in that guy from Columbus who Bobby's known?
Tarasov. Yeah, Tarasov.
Okay, got you.
Tarasov.
No, they got him from San Jose last year.
No, you got Vanacek from San Jose last year.
That's right. Correct. But that's the thing. I don't even think they're even talking to.
No, I don't even think they're talking about it. I think this is just like everybody's just like, all right, well, Panthers
People are
season
bored.
might be over. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Me personally, I think he resigns and extends.
2 years, like a McDavid.
Yeah, 2 years or maybe 1 year. And
I wouldn't sign Bob for more than 5.2 million.
Well, here's my thing with
and what's he making now?
10. He's getting a significant.
So he's going to take half.
Have to.
He's 39.
He's gonna have to.
Yeah, that's true. No one's paying
gonna
him.
Have to.
You're not gonna.
Well, if he's not, then you go trade for the Jesper Wallstedt right now.
Yeah, that's true. No, he will.
So, but what I'm
then
saying
you bring another good player.
Question, Jim.
Yes.
Would Florida be willing to trade for Wallstrip and Bob, kind of a switch goalies there, since Minnesota's in a win now mode?
Who's the starter then? Is Bob the starter in front of Gustafsson, who just signed an extension?
Could be your backup. The way he's not playing.
But again, Florida's got to retain because Minnesota doesn't have the cap space to do that.
But then they get the goaltender of their future.
Yeah, I mean, what? Look, is anything out of the world of possibility? No. Because Tomas Hertl got traded and then no one really even knew he was on the trade block.
Look, honestly, it all depends on negotiations, what's going on behind the scenes.
Right. And I think like the biggest thing, I think if anything, it's a 1 to 2 year deal. Like it's not anything more than that.
Yeah.
And me personally, if I'm the general manager, I'm basically telling him and his agent, like, dude, you're getting a 1 year deal and we're taking advantage of 35-year-old contract.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can add another good player if he takes half.
Right. You take half, but don't forget, now you can do performance bonuses, signing bonus, like
playoff.
The structure of the 35+ contract is better than.
And even if you structure it like that, you could even make it 6 million.
Which I think is the starting number.
Yeah.
Which I do believe is the starting number, I should say, because Jacob Markstrom just got 6 million, so that's the starting number.
Perfect.
And what would Jesper make if he came here?
What did Knight get?
Like
5 something?
3 to 5, yeah.
I think something like that.
So
can you look that up for us, John?
Yeah.
So if Spencer Knight got
Jacob Markstrom's contract.
Well,
right?
Markstrom's contract is 2 times 6.
Okay.
But Spencer Knight's contract, and who was it? Dostal got like 5.6. So Spencer Knight's at 5.833.
But he just got extended.
Wallstedt's making 4.4
right now.
Right.
So he's getting at least 6 too.
Yes.
Perfect.
He's coming here, getting a bump, and then saving on the tax.
Right. because I think what is it? Those Stahl makes John. I think he makes what 6 something. I think he's like 6 something. I think he's over 6. I know this is exciting streaming for everybody. It's exciting radio.
This is great. This is going to be a great topic after these Olympic breaks, especially with the trade deadline around the corner, Jim. And I'm sure you're going to be crazy busy back there.
So Bobby would go from the second highest paid goalie to like 7th or 8th in the league. Then
well, he have to. He's not getting 10 million again, so it's not even happening. It's not even close to happening.
Right.
I think this Stahl's over 6. I think he's over 6, like 6'2", something like that. Maybe a little bit more than that. I'm not sure. But regardless, that's the range right now for goaltenders if you're extending them. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, and maybe Bill Zito basically is like, dude, you're taking half or you're getting 5.5. And like, if we're going to get it to 6, like, it's like $5 million at a base and $1 million in performance bonuses and stuff like that.
But let me ask you a question. I forgot to ask you this last week. Sorry, Steve.
Yeah.
You're good.
Let me ask you a question. And I thought about this when we were talking about. You didn't say what happened, but like the Jesper Wallstedt thought and the Bobby stuff. Do you think Zito calls in Kachuk and Barkov and Reinhardt to his office and be like, "What do you think about this? How would you feel if Bobby was traded?" I mean, how much in the NHL does that take place?
Like, it happens. Definitely happens. I think you meet with your core players and you discuss things. Like Kyle Dubas went to Sidney Crosby and told him what the direction of the team was going to be, and says like, "No, we're going to be good," and this and that, and and I think they're going to have those conversations in Florida. They have to.
Yeah.
But I think they want Bob there, and I think he wants to be there.
I think the relationship between Zito and the players too is
different.
It's really good. It's
we know Bob doesn't like to sign during the season, but I do think they've been talking extension. I just, I think he wants to wait.
Yeah.
Now, could it be a factor of them negotiating during the season?
I mean, they can negotiate right now if they wanted to. They could announce it now.
Yeah,
they could announce it during the trade freeze. Who cares? They could announce it the day that Bill Zito's announced has announced contract extensions on the trade deadline.
McDavid did it during the season.
Yeah, but I'm saying like he's had a history of extending guys.
No, what I'm saying is if they're your player, you can do it.
Gadjevich during the playoffs, right?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So like. Whenever they decide to do it, they'll do it. I do think he's not going. I don't think he's going anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, they need him. Like
they do.
Like if your goal is to make the playoffs, you need Sergei Bobrovsky. If you're gonna just get your top 10 protected pick, then you're gonna move him. But I don't think he wants to move, unless he has an opportunity to be the starting goaltender that can go win a Stanley Cup someplace.
Jim, I want to ask you, what did you think? Awesome. Michael Jordan wins.
Loved it. I loved it. Well, I mean, his driver won. I mean, his company won. His racing company and his driver.
For me and you, this kind of brings back to childhood when we watched Michael Jordan.
Dude, this photo just somebody had the side-by-side photo. I think I retweeted it when he held the trophy for the first, like the NBA, the Larry O'Brien trophy. Like, he's changed the game in NASCAR. He had the lawsuit against NASCAR, and he won it, and like, this is so good to see and it brings so many more eyeballs to NASCAR.
Yes, especially for what they've gone through with their driver being of colored and the negativity that happened. Like, we could now say Michael Jordan's been more of a successful owner in NASCAR than in NBA.
Yeah, I don't think he's
without a doubt.
He is a more successful owner at NASCAR. Winning the Daytona 500.
Kwame Brown may disagree. All right.
I mean, guy won the Daytona 500 as an owner. Yeah.
I mean, just incredible for him. The pure joy of him too. Like during that win was like, I just brought back my
I
childhood
loved
from
it. I
watching
mean,
the
it
Bulls.
reminded me of the Bulls and everything, and Jordan, and I just think he's the best. Like,
He's still one of the best, top 3.
I will always put Michael Jordan number 1 basketball player
One
I've
of the
ever
best.
seen.
He's the best, number one.
That's-
hands
yeah.
down.
That's a
Yeah.
stretch.
You want
Bruno.
to debate, Ceaz? You wanted to debate
It's
Ceaz
to
earlier
me,
and you didn't get
and now
one?
guys I've seen in my lifetime.
Okay.
Michael Jordan's number 1.
He's number 1 in any sport to me.
Like number 1. Like number 1.
Don't
Like,
if someone comes at me with LeBron, like get ready. It's
No,
on.
no, definitely.
It-
Could you imagine if Jordan actually like didn't retire or didn't take a break from the basketball games? I think Charles Barkley said it. LeBron James has played more games than Michael Jordan, and
yeah, but LeBron James also came in the league
wait,
3
4
years
more
before
years
Jordan
earlier.
did. Three,
but
3 years.
LeBron
3 years,
James,
3.
but LeBron James also took more games off than Michael Jordan and didn't get beat up like Michael Jordan did.
Oh yeah,
Jordan never.
Compiler.
and plays a different style of basketball.
Right. Like,
Yeah,
and
so-
don't forget, like, if Jordan, like, you hear all the old guys say it. If Jordan had today's rules,
Oh God.
Oh my
oh
Where he
my
couldn't be
God,
touched.
where he couldn't be touched.
Could you
Like,
imagine
come
if
on.
LeBron had to play against the old Detroit teams?
Oh
I
my
mean,
This
don't
is
get
a
me
classic 4th of July conversation.
Like,
like,
yeah,
don't get me wrong. Like, I think his body would hold up against those Detroit teams because he's built like a tight end in the basketball game. But
Mental.
And I think
physically,
that's what's more
mentally, it's a
annoying.
beating.
That's what I
Yeah,
like.
but LeBron's
I'm
soft.
so annoyed with the way LeBron's body is, like how he's so physically and big, and he just cries about every foul. It's like, dude,
You have to
never-
understand. Here's
you've
what I
never
say to that.
seen this.
No, what I always qualify
For
between
Jordan.
him and Jordan is, listen, LeBron has God-given talent. He does some things we've never seen before in the court. I will agree there. The thing is, LeBron had things handed to him at 16 and 17, and where Jordan had a word for things more. Jordan didn't make his varsity team as a 10th grader. Jordan had to go to North Carolina and prove himself. Jordan wasn't
And
the
he
number
stayed
one
at
pick.
North Carolina for 4 years, I believe.
Three.
Yeah.
3.
3.
He
All
left,
right,
he left
so,
after his junior year. Trust me, I'm a Michael Jordan encyclopedia.
Yeah, no, I know, but he was there for 3 years. It wasn't one and done.
No. He wasn't one and done, and he hit the game-winning shot as a freshman in the championship game.
Yeah.
But yes, Jordan was not number 1 even draft pick. Jordan always had that chip on his shoulder, knowing he was going to be great, everything, but he always had it. LeBron never had that chip. He didn't have to have it. There's a difference there.
And he didn't chase championships.
No, he didn't. But I mean, there were moments with Jordan. Like, I guess when Jordan was decided to come back to the Bulls were about to trade Pippen to Seattle for Sean Kemp. And Jordan said, "You want me to come back? You better not make that trade."
Yeah.
And
Let me set the facts.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we could go down a rabbit hole of if he
Yeah.
doesn't retire and go to play
Yeah,
baseball.
and I mean, having
many
Scottie Pippen in him
championships-
was a 1-2
Like, how
punch.
many championships were they won in the 90s? Like, it's ridiculous. So, to me, like, I think it's disrespectful to the guys of the past when they say, "Oh, Curry's better than Bird" and all this stuff. I'm like, dude,
No.
stop watching YouTube and stop watching YouTube highlights. Go
So they
watch
argue
Larry.
that from a pure shooter standpoint.
Larry Bird was a better
Well,
shooter.
I mean, LeBron would look like an alien in the 90s, but he wouldn't have the space to take all those shots.
No, but he
people
would have
just-
to be
LeBron
like.
doesn't take shots.
But the thing is, he would have to play more like Shaq than he is now.
Exactly. The people were playing that were so much shorter.
And
was-
I'm saying some of the guys defensively back then, even rules aside, if he's going against a Charles Barkley every night, if he's going against a Karl Malone, every night.
Clyde Drexler, like
Well, it's too good. Yeah, but I hear what you're saying.
Drexler was a good defensive player. That's what I'm saying.
You had to play defense back then.
You had to play D
You
back
had to.
then. Like,
Joe
I
Dumars
mean-
on defense was.
I mean, Reggie Miller was a great defensive player who
Yeah,
was a shooter.
remember Dumars for
Yeah,
Detroit?
Dumars was great. I mean,
Yeah.
like Gary
Isaiah.
Peyton,
Oh,
like,
Glove.
yeah. I mean, like, so the game was different. Like, hockey was different way back in the day too. But I mean, like, it's just a different. It was a different game.
We didn't have the speed in hockey back then, like they have
No,
now.
no, we didn't.
The speed's
Um,
equal, like to then
but-
versus now.
But to me, like, I'll say this: all these guys on these podcasts, like all these new players that talk about, this guy's better than, like, dude, go watch Larry Bird play, because go tell it to his face, because he could still shoot the lights out.
Yeah, or like Matthew Johnson at point guard. Like people don't realize.
Yeah, Magic at point guard was ridiculous.
Ridiculous. He 6'8", like running the point. Yeah,
Amazing.
With Kareem down low.
And then the rookie year, he played 4 positions in the. Yeah, like
a different game. It was a different game.
Oh yeah, Bird was just different. Bird had a work ethic that was just. He had.
And he could talk trash, man. He could talk mad trash.
Yeah, you had to like, but Bird, he had a key to the Boston Garden, would run the arena before games.
Yeah. Like, come on.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
people don't realize how good Kevin McHale was too.
Dude, Kevin McHale was really good.
I know, but that's why I used to enjoy Tim Duncan. He was a throwback to it.
I love. Hey, dude, you're gonna talk about my Spurs? Come on, like I love.
No, I'm saying, but Duncan
fundamental, baby, like the fundamental
Duncan
was the man.
did everything right. Like,
the fundamental.
Yeah, I watched him in college one time at Wake
Forest. He's so good, so good.
I couldn't believe how big he was when I saw him there.
Dude, him and Robinson in '99 were ridiculous.
Sean Elliott, I mean, that team was just
And then Parker comes in with Ginobili and
Avery Johnson even at point guard. Like, they were just
so.
But I want to get your guys' take real quick, because I know a lot of the social media is talking about Jordan, and
oh jeez, cannonball.
Sorry, somebody asked in the chat, better chirper, Larry Bird or Matthew Tkachuk?
Bird. Ooh, that's a good
Bird. Larry Bird. Not even close.
Because Matthew Tkachuk goes out, in my opinion, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, he goes out intentionally to get under your skin. Bird just did it. In his daily
Bird
life.
just did it. Bird just did it.
Bird could be walking down the street and beat you crossing the street and be like, yeah, you suck. Matthew's not like that off the ice.
But this video went viral. I'm not going to play it just because
please don't.
Copyright.
No, not just copyright, but like people have been talking about it.
Oh, no comment.
Before, it just got me really frustrated because people don't know the context of that video, and they're putting a bad name to Michael Jordan. You know, the kid had ice down his shirt, and he was helping the kid get ice. Back, like, out of his shirt. Like, the guy was just being genuine, and like, I feel like because cameras are everywhere nowadays, everybody's recording every little thing. They go ahead and they assume before they even get the context of it.
Yeah,
so,
the guys don't know. Yeah, that's life now. So,
but yeah, so I just wanted to like.
I was at a restaurant in Miami once, was watching some football, and Michael Jordan walked in with his now wife. He was sitting right behind me, and another family came in and with 2 kids. And he just sat with the 2 kids and chatted with them the whole time. Couldn't have been nicer. So when I saw that last night, I'm like, give me a break.
Good.
Michael's just a genuine guy.
Yep.
He's one of my all-time favorite basketball players.
I
love the guy.
My goat in any sport.
He's the GOAT. He's my GOAT. He'll always be my GOAT. Yeah. And I don't.
Before we go then.
Yes.
Let me get your top 3 NBA players. We'll
top
start with you,
NBA?
and then we'll go with Jeremy, and then John.
All time?
All time.
Well, Jordan 1 for me. Kobe 2. And
see, is it some guys we didn't see play, but
I'd say Bill Russell 3.
Like a Will Chamberlain or something.
Will Chamberlain's up there. Magic. I mean, I think LeBron would probably be in my top 5 for sure, just because of what he did. But I think Bill Russell for me has got to be 3, just because I mean, you guys got the most championships, but I just only seen highlights. But he was a really good basketball player.
He was playing with plumbers and carpenters.
Yeah, you didn't say Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan would probably be 5.
Fundamental.
LeBron 4.
Best power forward of all time.
Yeah.
What about you, Jeremy?
I mean, listen, to me, it's Jordan and everybody else.
Yeah, I know.
For me, growing up, it was Jordan and Magic. I love me some Bird too. Like that 92 Dream Team, I still go back and watch their games. I don't think people realized how much Scottie Pippen changed the game from a point forward standpoint.
Yes.
We had never seen that before. Now it's normal to see that, a point forward. LeBron James is a result of that, and a Magic Johnson. That's why when people talk about LeBron being better, I don't know if LeBron could be the player he was without Jordan and Magic and Pippen and those guys. Where those guys kind of set the generation of basketball.
Mm-hmm.
They had chemistry too.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course, chemistry. But I'm talking about they created a opportunity for a player like LeBron James.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I think underrated at center, Elijah. Like,
Yeah.
he was unstoppable. I mean, so yeah, I don't really. I mean, I guess Jordan, Bird, Magic Bird, because what they did for the game, not just on the court but globally. We had never had global stars before those guys.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
What about you, John?
but yes, LeBron top 5, obviously, and Kobe.
I'm gonna go Jordan, Kobe, Shaq.
Okay.
Just because I think Shaq was just dominant for his entire career.
Yeah, he was really good.
He was incredible.
And then what
Back
he
when
did to come
being
to
a 5
Miami.
meant something.
Yeah. And
What's
what
yours,
he did
Steve?
with, like, the way he came to Miami and he wanted to be like, he's like, okay, you guys are saying that Kobe helped me win the championship.
Yeah, he
Well, I'm
wanted to
gonna
win
show
without
you.
Kobe.
Yeah, he won without Kobe. He did his job.
And Kobe
And
wanted to
Kobe-
win without him.
And he did.
And he did. So you could say,
Twice,
you could
by
argue
the way.
with both of them. Yeah.
Who's yours, Steve? Come
For
on,
me,
host.
for me, Jordan, just because I watched him, I'm going to go with the players that I watched.
That's fair.
Jordan, Kobe, obviously. And third is it's really, really hard.
Steph Curry, right? Just kidding.
No. This generation basketball, I don't like.
Yeah.
Just
I
my
hate this
opinion.
generation. I hate this generation.
It's just a
host.
joke.
It's
NHL is crushing it there. And I
Yeah.
can go
Just
on.
and watching the All Star this weekend,
I didn't even watch it. Didn't even
I
care.
watched 2 minutes of it and I turned it off.
You know what? When I
just-
saw, I'm sorry, Steve,
Dos
but
minutos.
and
I
I
was
hate to
thinking
like,
about PK Subban during the Four Nations last year. Remember he was on ESPN.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he ripped.
They
He
had-
ripped the NBA.
He ripped, but there were 4 NBA players there who had no answer for that.
No.
When they were like, "No, we want to do USA versus the world next year." First, you have to care,
Yeah.
and they had no answer for that. This
because
is
remember
their
when it
sport.
was Jordan and Kobe in the All Star game, like how hard they went at
That
each
was
other?
Jordan's last year in the All Star game.
Right? No,
That
but
was
even
the
in the
last
90s,
time
in the
I
90s, they
remember.
went hard in the All Star game. It's only Team USA. You ask the '92 Dream Team, what were the hardest games, and they'll tell you the pickup games in practice,
Yeah, the games you didn't see.
the games you didn't see
Yeah.
until the
games you
documentary
didn't-
came out.
Yeah, until the documentaries
Yeah.
came out. Till those documentaries came out. But the games you didn't see were the
Oh.
hardest games for team. And speaking of talking, Library talk trash to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan talk trash to Magic Johnson. This guy talked trash to this guy. This guy killed this guy. Like,
Barkley and Malone going at it.
yeah, I mean, it was
Ewing
great.
and
Kevin
Robinson.
Durant
yeah.
does it on Twitter.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, like,
That's true.
this was before social media. These guys talk trash to their face. Like the mailman,
Right.
like all them guys.
I
they
never
were just-
knew. Like I knew that college team came in and ran them ragged that one day.
But we also didn't know Jordan didn't play in a game.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Or he didn't play. He played limited minutes.
He
'Cause
played.
the sto-
I didn't know till after that Daly threw the game.
Yeah, they threw the game.
We didn't know that like until
No.
the documentary came out.
No. Oh yeah, we
And
gave
then the
him a
next day
chance.
when they were pissed off and like
Yeah. Yeah, and that was the coach, and that was the coach, the Pistons coach.
right.
He said,
That's
yeah.
what I wish Team USA was like. I know
Yeah.
this hockey is not the dream team, obviously, but that dream team came out. It didn't matter if it was Somalia or whoever. Man, they were going to punish you.
And
Yeah.
and especially who was it? That Jerry Krause liked on one
Oh,
of the teams.
Kukoc
Kukoc.
from Croatia.
Like you
Kukoc.
guys like Kukoc?
Oh my
Nah,
God.
they just
When
embarrassed
they went
the
to the
guy.
coach Jordan and Pippen and said he's ours the whole game.
Yeah, like
So I know you guys are gonna be surprised, but my favorite player, and I don't think he's gonna be the best, but for me, he was the best watching him play. Was Steve Nash.
I have no issue with that pick.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have zero.
to me,
I have
that
zero
dude-
issue with that pick.
He was so small,
But he never won a title.
but
Dude, he
played
got
so big.
killed into the board. Dude, he,
did.
in that Lakers series with the
Yeah.
Kings.
Yeah.
Dude,
Holy crap.
I thought you were going to say Robert
if
Ory.
you're gonna argue one player deserves it more, I would say Steve Nash.
Oh, dude. Steve Nash took a beating playing.
And
Oh yeah. Great player. Just do we go by championships or not? But then again, I'm the guy who always argues for Dan Marino in football. So
Dan Marino is one of the best quarterbacks ever in a game. Like,
Exactly.
I don't give a crap. I don't care about championships. Jim Kelly's up there for me too.
Yeah, no, I always say if Marino had Montana's weapons,
Oh
look
yeah.
at, the records would have been so hard to this day.
Marino, Montana. Let's do it.
No, that's going to be a never-ending argument, but Montana has the rings going for him. So
Yeah, and Montana had the players and the games, and like
the defense.
it's a shame Marino never got back there because he ran into
Right.
Bills.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Kind of like the Bills and Jim Kelly ran into.
Who's
the
your other two
Cowboys.
C's? You threw a curveball with Nash.
No, he said Kobe and Jordan were 1,
Kobe
2,
and Jordan.
3.
Okay,
Kobe.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Kobe
Yeah,
number
Kobe's
2.
up there, stats wise, everything. I mean,
But here's the thing. I hate the argument about he's like, well, Kobe's not better than LeBron. I'm like, well, Kobe's the exact player Michael Jordan was. So if you're a carbon copy of the best player of all time, you're second best.
Yeah.
the argument always for LeBron over Kobe was that LeBron made everyone around him better compared to Kobe.
Okay.
That's why he went to Miami.
No, I understand, but I'm saying LeBron was more of is LeBron models his game after Magic. I never argued because LeBron was taught make the right basketball play.
Yeah, it's fine.
Kobe is I'm going to score at all costs. I'm an assassin.
Because he's going to play because he played like Jordan.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that, yeah. Right.
You
I mean,
just
Reggie
made-
Miller was like that in a way too. He was going to shoot from
Reggie
anywhere.
Miller. Yeah, Reggie Miller didn't care where
Yeah.
he shot from.
Yeah. Do you think he's a better shooter than Curry?
Reggie Miller? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Ooh.
And I think the era back then, like,
But guys
Players
weren't
were-
taking half court threes
Yes.
in 1998.
No.
He was taking smart basketball shots behind the 3-point line.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
Guys weren't.
And-
He wasn't launching
And
them
he hit
from
a
like
lot
30
more close
feet.
threes than Curry ever has.
Yeah. So
and I feel like the physicality of the game, like you had more players up on players.
dude,
and
go back and watch the 98 conference final between the Bulls and I think it was the Pacers that year. Those two teams beat the crap out of
Yeah,
each
Stephen
other.
A. Smith to this day argues if Steph Curry played in the 90s, he would have never scored more than 12
No.
points.
No.
no way.
They
Not the
would've
way they
killed
played
them.
defensively
Yeah,
back
that's what he
then.
said.
They would have killed them.
Man, that
Man,
was
we
a
got some
fun little
basketball
there.
talk.
I mean, look, I am not the biggest basketball nerd,
Yeah.
but I've watched a lot of basketball. I've been a big Spurs fan my whole life.
Mhm.
Big Jordan guy. I can go back to the late 80s, but I've watched a lot on the Lakers and the Celtics rivalry of the 80s, which saved the game. Obviously I know about Magic from Julius Erving and net days and like all the records about the Knicks and stuff. But my era is probably from the 90s through like after the Spurs won their last title, and then they won their last title in like the mid 2010s. I was like, all right, I'm done. Like after all that stuff, and I was like, all right,
Yeah.
because the
After
game
Duncan
started.
retired, you retired.
You haven't been keeping up recently with
No,
basketball.
because the game just sucks.
Unwatchable. It's
It's-
unwatchable.
It's
Yeah.
unwatchable. First of all, if I was a
I-
fan now and I was a kid now and I wanted to go see my favorite team play and my favorite player didn't play, I'd be like,
Thank you.
I'm
No,
like, what?
exactly. I was watching Wayne Gretzky opening night, and he was just praising the skill and speed that's coming up for the next couple of years.
Yeah.
He's a humble
No,
guy.
But
But
here's the difference.
Could a basketball player get up right now, like a former player from back then, get up now and say,
No,
"Man, look at this talent"? we
No,
got coming
they
up.
don't,
The game's
because
in
you
great
go-
hands.
because you listen to all the former guys right now. All they say is the game when we played was way better.
It's true.
Which is exactly what you want to hear from your analysts that are describing the current game.
Right.
Exactly. Thank you.
No, but you listen to like Jordan and you listen to all those guys. He's like, dude, I would play for free, but I'm playing for the guy that's spent all his hard-earned money to come see me play on a Tuesday night, bringing
Right.
his kid, and he's sitting in the last row.
That's why Jordan was always the first one that started wearing suits to games.
Yeah.
He said, "If it's some kid's only time ever seeing me walk into a building, I want to."
That's why he said, I will always play because there's someone all the way in the upper deck that came to see me play. And I want him to know that it was worth coming to watch
But
me.
Jordan was an assassin. Like my favorite story of Jordan ever was
assassin.
after his rookie year, he was in Chicago playing pickup ball or just shooting in the Bulls place, and like Jerry Krause came in and said, "Michael, you're not supposed to be out here now."
Right?
And he goes, "Oh, you never heard of the clause in my contract for love of the game?"
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was the
Krause
only
goes,
player.
"What are
I
you
think the
talking
only
about? I
player,
know your
right?
contract." And
Yeah.
He's the only player that had that clause in his
he
contract.
said, "I love the game so much I can play anytime I damn well please." And
Yeah. Dude, off-season, I never forgot the clip from The Last Dance when they lost to the Magic, when he came back, when he was kind of out of shape, but he was still in good shape. Tim Grover goes to him, he's like, when do you want to start? He's like, tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's like, we're starting
And Tom
tomorrow.
Brady was like that too.
We're starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
Brady would like in February, March, call his receivers and be like, "Meet me at the bubble at
Yeah.
6
Like,
a.m."
yeah, we're playing. Like,
And they're like, "The season isn't a month over. No, we're throwing."
that's what the great ones do.
Yeah.
How many more championships do you think Jordan has if he doesn't retire early and play baseball?
See, this is a great debate, because I think they get I think it's 7. I don't know if it's 8, because I think they're going to split with Houston. I think.
I agree. And who knows if they get Dennis Rodman?
Yeah, I don't know when they get Dennis Rodman.
That was a big acquisition they got later on.
Right, like Rodman, they got Rodman before 96, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So say they get Rodman in 94, 95. Maybe they run the table. Maybe they run 8.
Because Kukoc wasn't a power forward, a great power forward.
No, but what I'm saying is this, and let's go.
He was good, but not. He's a shooter.
Here's the biggest what if. What if the lockout still happens in 95 and 99? They have a half season to rest. That entire team has a half season to rest and come back. They're winning another one.
Yeah, they are.
They're winning another one.
Think about it. When he came his last year with the Wizards,
yeah, I know
he didn't miss one game.
You know, he played.
No
he
one
averaged
talks
39 minutes. 39 minutes.
And didn't miss a game.
Freaking believable.
And he played well at 40.
Yeah. And the team, I was living in DC when
the Wizards weren't the greatest.
No, but they hated him on the team.
Yeah.
And the management did. Like, the stories I heard, fellas, it was unbelievable. Like, Gary Stackhouse was telling people, like, man, I can't wait till the circus is gone, talking about Jordan being there. The deal was, remember, he was a part owner?
Yeah.
The deal was, okay, since you're going to go play, you have to sell back. The day you're done, come back in, it's done. He came back in the day after he was done, and they said, we're not letting you buy back in with Abe Poland. And they said it was the closest meeting ever to a fist fight.
Yeah, because I think, didn't he get money out of that, though?
Probably.
That allowed him to go get the Bobcats or something?
Yeah, but they wouldn't let him buy back into Washington. They lied to him.
Yeah.
And then the city of D.C. made a point to put his license plate from the picture of him leaving on the front page.
Yeah, the Wizards have never been the same since.
Nope, no. And I love it.
I love it. Because he just
organization.
I was there the way they treated him.
Yeah.
Karma.
But anyway, good basketball talk. And that was fun basketball talk.
That was awesome.
Big C show, you never know what's going to happen, brother.
But also, I mean, look, we ran through the Olympics. There's not a lot. We went down a Bobrovsky rabbit hole. Then we brought up Jordan, and I love Jordan. And I was like, you know.
No, but honestly,
we'll do wrestling
that
next time.
picture with him and that trophy,
yeah, I mean, that just brought me back to my childhood. Like,
me too.
It was definitely awesome to see. And congratulations to Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, that's just great for the sport. But again, it's growing the sport. Like, again, having
anything he does is a global boom.
Yeah, exactly.
He's that incredible.
Don't be surprised if the driver gets like a Nike deal.
Yeah.
Who does he know there?
He might have.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like, you probably get a Nike deal. I mean, I think the guy who invented Air Jordan, I'm pretty sure. But
yeah.
But anyways, thank you, Jim.
Hey,
really appreciate you coming on.
All right, let's go.
Remind everybody where to.
That was good.
Remind everybody where to find you again, Jim.
At Jim Biringer on Twitter, X thing. I guess when it works. I mean, it wasn't working for half the day today, so I don't know. Yeah, you find me there. Full Press Hockey up on YouTube. Fun. Full Press Mini Substack stuff up there. Connor McDavid article, because some people think that he's not the best player in the world, and he is.
Send me your article. I'll put it on the description.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll text it to you or whatever. Yeah, Jersey Jim 33 on Instagram, fun stuff there, and
big Eric Church fan.
I am. I love it.
He's great.
He's my guy.
He's coming down to South Florida season.
There we go. There we go.
You gotta go see him.
And also, don't forget to follow our boy Jeremy on Rockin' O's channel.
Yes.
He's got his vlogs up, going out to the hockey world and growing the game of hockey himself. Thank you, Jeremy. And John, my
you.
co-host here, big Florida Panther fan, living in Boston or Massachusetts, should I say?
Massachusetts.
Love you. Thank you for helping out on the back end. And like I always say, gentlemen, one shift at a time, one period at a time, one Olympics at a time. Bring it home, boys. Let's go.